Hello winemakers, this is Chris and welcome to Winemaker TV. Do you like wine? Do you like mead? Do you like cider? You want to learn how to make it for yourself? This is the place for you. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button and the bell notification so you'll know every time I come out with a new wine and a new video. Today we'll be making a Muscadine wine from the grapes I harvested from my vines here, so stay tuned. Alright, we're going to be making a Muscadine wine today, so let's go over what you'll need. You're going to need, I have a 2-gallon fermenting fermenting pail, 3 to 5 pounds, the more the merrier, but I got about 4 to 4.5, it's about 4.5 pounds of Muscadine grapes that I harvested from my own property. You need a gallon of water, 4 cups of sugar. I mixed some light brown sugar and some white sugar together. A way to heat that water, so I'm going to be using an electric kettle, but you can use your stove, electric eye. This is how I like to do it, make it portable. I'm going to be using a potato smasher today, and of course you're going to need your spoon to stir everything up with. Some cheesecloth, because you don't want all the skins and the little stuff inside your grapes to makes it, when you transfer to your secondary, it makes it hard. So today I'll be using a package of Red Star Premier Rouge yeast. So let's get started. One is to go ahead and start your water to heating up. So you might hear some that's on off camera. That is my water heating up in my. So first thing we're going to do, I have it wrapped, as you can see, in cheesecloth. So like I said, that's to prevent it from making it such a mess. So we're just going to squish these up a little bit. You can hear them feeling them start crunching and popping. It ain't got to be completely crunched up, but just give it a good smash to get a lot of that flavor out. So we don't want none of that to escape. Because I made this last year and I didn't use the cheesecloth, and the stuff on the inside, I call it the snot because the little seeds in there, looks like a big wad of mucus. So it clogged up my auto siphon like you wouldn't believe, and took a little job and turned it into a big job. So put that in there and just give this a tie so it don't come out. So we want all the goodness to stay in the wine, but we don't want all the crud to stay in the sack. Now that you got that done, it's basically dump everything into your fermenting bucket. And make sure if there's a little juice that was in the thing you were squishing with, make sure you add that to your fermenting bucket. See, that's what it would look like. Now, I'm going to reach off camera real quick. I did not sanitize this spoon because I cleaned it late, so I always keep a bottle of sanitizer ready. Give it a couple of squirts. Add your 4 cups of sugar. Like I said, this is basically dump and go once you get the grapes squished. So we're going to wait for that water to heat up and we'll be right back. Add my water, boiling water, to my fermenting bucket, and now we're just going to stir it up. Make sure you get all the sugars incorporated, and you can smash those grapes a little bit more if you like to get squeeze some of that juices out. Now this is a big thick syrup right now because we only added about 1 liter. That kettle of mine Holds about a liter. Ooh, this smells good. I wish YouTube would hurry up with that smell-o-vision so y'all could smell that. So that's a picture on how it looks. We're going to continue to stir this up, and we'll be right back. Looks. And we're going to add the rest of our gallon of water. Okay, that's what it looks like now. This is like I said, a 2-gallon fermenting bucket. The grapes are displacing some of the volume. That's why it looks like it's about full. Now, it's okay if some of the seeds get outside of the cheesecloth, because few escape is not that bad. But when you have to deal with all that gookiness clogging up your auto siphon, it is a pain. So we're going to let this cool down to room temperature, and we'll be right back. All right, the way it looks so far. Ooh, smells awesome. I love Muscadine wine. Muscadine wine is some of my favorite wine. And this is, you can just feel the sides if it is cooled down to room temperature. So the final step, add in your yeast. So a lot of people, you know, even on the package it says you can make a starter, put a little water, put a little sugar, warm water, start it. I've done that a few times when I was first starting out, but I have never, in the several, many years of making wines and ciders and meads, have I not had a brew start because I didn't make a starter. So I just pitch my yeast straight in, give it just a little stir. Now we're going to punch these grapes and give it a stir every day for about a week. So I'm not going to add a lid to it, but I am going to cover it with like a towel or anything like that, just to keep dust, the occasional gnat get in there. So just drape something over your brew, this is now called a must. So just drape something over your must and punch this grapes down every day, or maybe even twice a day, morning and night. The more the merrier, and to get these flavors in there. So we're going to just cover it, like I said, maybe a towel, punch it down daily, and in 7 days we're going to rack off into a secondary fermenter. Now, before you start racking it off into a secondary fermenter, though, make sure that the fermentation has stopped. So that usually takes about 7 to 10 days. So in about 7 to 10 days, we're going to rack off to a secondary fermenter. That's going to be a glass demijohn. So we'll be right back to wrap things up. That's how I make my Muscadine wine, and this is the 2019 version. So that's how you do it. So fermentation will start in a day or two, and could last up to 7 to 10 days. So we punch that down daily. The grapes that are in your cheesecloth, so punch them down daily, and then we're going to rack off to a secondary, and then when it clears, we'll go to bottling. So if you like what you see here and you want to help support my channel, there'll be Amazon affiliate links in the description below. Even if you don't need any equipment, if you click any of those links and go about your average everyday Amazon shopping, you'll help support my channel. It goes to help buy more equipment and more ingredients. Also, there's a link in the description below to my Facebook group if you want to learn, if you want to join there and swap tips, tricks, recipes in our Facebook group. This is Chris with Winemaker TV, and that's all there is today. So continue watching. There'll be some more videos come up for more wine. So see ya.